What the fuck was that, Freddy?
Consequences heavy, are you bitches ready? Step into my Chevy, aiming very steady. Calm down, you ain't scared now.
Play her. Shawty gon' get that paper. Shawty tongue rip like razor. Shawty got wit, got flavor. Part of my tits and makeup. Pay her. Jump it and hit that layup. Shawty ain't with them games, yeah. Shawty gon' get that paper. Pay her. I've been trying to.
I recently thrifted these Adidas track pants because I think the color is so pretty, but they're a little low-waisted for me and a little bit short, so I decided to turn it into a matching set instead. So to make the skirt, I just seam ripped that whole inner seam and then laid over top a skirt that I've already made to get the length, and then I took those little like crotch triangles on the front and back and pinned and sewed so that they laid flat, and then I just finished off that little triangle that was left on the front. Then I took some extra pant material and just, closed off that triangle and then hem the skirt, so it's done. It's so cute. And then to make the top, I started seam ripping all those little Adidas stripes because I wanted them to be my straps, and then I just hemmed off the top and bottom of two panels, front and back, made them match up. Then I put them right sides together and sewed them together so that it fit my torso nice, and then I just finished off the straps, made them a little long, and attached them in the back so it's a nice one shoulder top. I think it's so cute. I feel like a Bratz doll and I love it.
Sometimes it's soft as a misty rain that gently touches my soul.
What it do, Jada Boo?
It cools the fire that burns in me, and I simply lose control. So just rain down on me.
I thrifted this dress recently to upcycle, and I originally was going to keep it as one piece, but then I decided it looked a little too, I love America, and that's not really my vibe. So I separated it, and I took in the skirt a little bit to make it more straight fit instead of A-line, and then basically I took in more of the back, and I wanted to reattach the zipper, but I fucked it up so bad, and after, hours of frustration, my mom walked in, and she said, "Why didn't you just make it a cute little wrap skirt?" And I said, "I don't know. I wish I thought of that too," but I added little slits to show you guys what I want it to look like, and I moved on to the top. So I took in the sides a little bit to make it fit better. I cut off the back and just folded it in like that, and took the extra fabric and made these little loopy things to have a lace up back. And then my vision was taking this little handkerchief and ruffling it up and sewing it in place along the bottom, and then making that little strap out of handkerchief. And then here's the final products. I love the pattern of the skirt, but I don't know, it's just not my favorite thing ever. But I love the shirt. I think it came out so cute.
Dans mon esprit tout divague, je me perds dans tes yeux, je me noie dans la vague de ton.
Time to transform this boring jumper. I wanted something new with a cool texture, and I saw that my oranges had this weird casing around it, and I thought it would be perfect. I wanted to do a line drawing of someone's face. This took me actually so long just to figure out an okay face. I had to hot glue it because it was really hard to stitch individually. The netting kept getting caught in the freaking sewing machine. It was such a pain. And then I forgot that I hot glued it, and the needle hit the hot glue. It was rock hard and it bent my needle, which was annoying. So now I've decided to dye the other half bright red. So I got this dye off Amazon, and look how satisfying that pour is. Oh my god. I left it in there for ages and I kept stirring it. I did everything the instructions told me. It still dyed my hand even though I wore gloves, and look, it's patchy. I'm kind of upset, but it was sort of a look it was a consistently patchy that it looked like it was on purpose. Here's the end result. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I absolutely love it. I feel like
Today I'm going to show you how to make a dress out of an oversized t-shirt. First, just grab a dress that already fits you. Lay the dress out over the t-shirt and make sure that the shoulders are lined up. If you want it to have a different neckline, just grab a tank top that you'd like to trace. Cut around the shape, making sure you leave enough room for seam allowance and enough to fold over the shoulder. Then just flip the dress inside out and sew all the way along this line. I'm using a serger, but if you don't have one, you can just use a straight stitch on your sewing machine. Now you're just going to fold the armhole under and pin it. I did about a ½ inch under. Once you have it all pinned, you're just going to sew around the armhole. You can use either a cover stitch machine, a twin needle, or just a zigzag stitch. I use the pre-existing hem, but if you need to hem it, you're just going to repeat that last step. Here's what it looks like, and this is probably how I'm going to style it for winter.
Maybe it's just because you're ugly.
Shut the fuck up.
I said certified free, 7 days a week. Wet ass pussy, make that pull out game weak.
Freak like me. You want a good girl that does bad things to you. You've never been with no one as nasty as me. Spice up your life, come get a freak. Ooh, freak. Slide 'em down to my queen bed. Tease them just enough.
So I thrifted this men's shirt a while ago, and I was going to wear it as is, but it kind of gave me like lab coat vibes, so I decided to chop it up a little bit. And I decided to use zip ties instead of boning for this top, just because it's a little easier. And after a ton of sewing later, I was finally done, and I am absolutely in love with it.
I have this really old dress that's kind of really ugly, but I actually really like the pattern. I just think the fit is very unflattering, so I'm turning it into a matching set. So I cut off the top and folded in a little bit to hem along the bottom. It's really messy, but it's not going to be seen, so it's fine. And then that's going to be the skirt part, so I hemmed that bottom and then just took in the sides a little bit so it fit me better. And then now I'm fitting the skirt. I want that like bold navy stripe to be over my one leg, and then I'm just cutting off the rest. So I put that back together and fed elastic through a little channel on the waistband, and now I'm taking like a strip of extra fabric and putting it over that navy part on the inside and making 3 long stitches all the way down so it makes 2 channels like that. Then you take more of the extra and make a long string, and you're gonna feed it through those channels, like through the bottom, around, and then back through the bottom like that, and then you just can ruche it, and it looks so much better like this.
Hi, it's Tia, and I'm back with a long overdue tutorial on how I made this pleated skirt over the summer. Today I'm going to use this old dress for my fabric. Cut a rectangle that's long enough to wrap around your waist 3 times. These are the measurements I used. Then double fold and hem the bottom raw edge. Now for the fun part, making the pleats with a fork. Slide the bottom prong of the fork under your fabric, then twist it like spaghetti. Pull the fork out gradually and sew over the pleat. Repeat this step until you have all of the pleats completed. It should look like this. Now iron over the pleats so it extends to the bottom edge. Sew up the back and add a zipper and a waistband. Sorry there's not enough time to specifically show you how to do a zipper and a waistband, but there's great YouTube tutorials. Here's the finished skirt, and if you want it to fit a little tighter along the belly, you can add these stitches over top. Also, I think I might re-hem it to be a little bit shorter like this one. Stay tuned, I'm going to make the remaining fabric into a corset.
I got some troubles, but they won't last. I'm gonna lay right down here in the grass, and pretty soon all my troubles will pass. 'Cause I'm a shoo shoo shoo, a shoo shoo shoo, shoo 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 shoo, Sugar Town.
Baby, I'm yours, and I'll be yours until the stars fall from the sky. Yours until the rivers all run dry. In other words, until I die.
Hey bitch, what's up? You know, I'd really like to do that, but I don't have any fucking money. Like I don't have any fucking money.
Hey bitch, do you really wanna go hard? Go in the cribs